This is Luke Schmidt, and I'm going to be discussing George Herbert's his poem Virtue. The poem is structured with 4 stanzas. The the first 3 being sort of a building action, and the final one being a conclusion of sorts. The first stanza reads, "Sweet day, so cool, so calm, so bright, the bridal of the earth and sky, the dew shall weep thy fall tonight, for thou must die." So this stanza, the first 2 lines of it, are describing the sweetness of day. The first line is describing its appearance, and the second line describes its action, and the third line is a falling action that results in the conclusion that thou must die. The third stanza reads, "Sweet rose, whose hue angry and brave bids the rash gazer wipe his eye, thy root is ever in its grave, and thou must die." Uh, Here again, the first 2 lines are describing it in sort of a building action, and the third line is a falling action followed by "thou must die." The third line in this one, "Thy root is ever in the grave," really stuck out to me. Just sort of as the rose grows, it's just always in that state of being near death. And I think just the nearness of death, with it, just the fine line between death and life, was what was trying to be pointed out there. In the third stanza, it reads, "Sweet spring, full of sweet days and roses, a box where sweets compact lie, my music shows ye have your closes, and all must die." This one again follows the same description. Sweet days and sweet roses is interesting because that's what the first 2 stanzas were about, and then this third one adds in sweet spring full of sweet days and roses, a box where sweets compact lie. Yeah, these first 3 stanzas, the mention of day and spring, both to me stuck out as time and the passing of time, and the sweet rose stuck out as sort of the fading of beauty that can take place as death is neared. In the fourth line, "Only a sweet and virtuous soul like seasoned timber never gives, but though the whole world turn to coal, then chiefly lives." This last line, or this last stanza, is just a statement of eternity. So sort of like how each of the lines of the first 3 stanzas, the last line of them is all a statement of the eternal resting place of the object being described. This last stanza of the poem is the last resting place of the soul. And that's all I have.